Okay, live stream should be starting up soon. Please give a moment to make sure everything's set on up. Gotta turn this on. And I forgot to update Rumble again. Oops. Give me a couple moments to make sure everything's set on up. Rumble should kick it going. Twitter's going. YouTube and Twitch is going. I think everything's good. Let me just check my other computer. So Rumble looks like it's not exactly starting up all too quickly. Yep, Rumble is going perfect. Let's check my other computer. Please give me one more moment. Yep, looks my other computer's going up just fine. So let's go and get started. Not painting. Game history. I downloaded a good number of 2v2s, then I moved for casting 2v2s. So let's just go and get started from the top. Greetings everyone, and great here, another Dawn of War 2 Elite Mod replay. Spawn top or bottom left side as the Tech Marine, we have a foreign name. Spawn as the Chaos Lord, we have a foreign name. Spawn as the Farseer, we have Mustafa, and spawn as the Tech Marine, we have Demonos. Also got a double guarding opener for the Farseer. A little bit less common. You usually see Howling Banshees. Over here we've got Tactical Marine. Over here we've got Tactical Marine. We got the Santa Chaos Marine into Heretic for the Chaos Lord. Very nice. And now I've got the Tech Marine catch up to PowerPoint. Our node up here got captured on up. We got the Tactical Marine Squad and Scout Squad advancing towards the center of the map. We got the Chaos Marines over here, and we do also got the Scouts and Tactical Marine Squad advancing on forward. Bit of damage right here on these squads. Getting good damage, focus fire on the Chaos Marine. Farseer does get good protect there, knocking back the Tech Marine. Tactical Marine Squad advance forward, getting some damage to the Guardian Squad. One Guardian Squad does fall back there. Special attack there does miss the Tactical Marine Squad, and both Guardian Squads are now falling them back. Over here, looks like the Chaos Marine Squad does fall back. Scouts and Tactical Marines are focusing on the Heretics. Tech Marine does melee, forcing back, keeping those Heretics away. They do detonate and suppress down the Tactical Marine Squad. Another detonation there. The Tactical Marine Squad does fall back. Tech Marine is quite damaged there. The Scouts fall back. Himself falls back. And just leaving this one Scout Squad here. Detonates the model there, getting a kill there on the Scout Squads. Activate Ritual there, trying to get the Chaos Lord to advance forward, trying to get some more melee slashes. Over here, we've got the Farseer seeing a bit of fire there, and the Farseer does fall back right there. Let's get a bit of damage down the Chaos Lord. Scout and Chaos Marines advancing on forward. The Chaos Marines actually still on the front line, severely wounded. Over here now got the Guardian Squad trying to focus on this power generator. We do have a Ranger Squad deployed on the field, and we do have Devastator for the blue Tech Breed. Warriors Marines also being deployed on out. Over here we do got the Ritual being activated. Chaos Lord will see some fire there from the Tactical Marine Squad. Chaos Marines advancing on forward. No upgrades on this tactical Marines or Tech Marine. And the opposing Tech Marine's not to play on anything special right now. Second range being pulled up by the Farseer. Scout Squad does fall back entirely. Heretics going to be tying up the Tech Marine up in melee. Devastator is setting it up, trying to get some good damage down the Chaos Lord. Got the multiple scouts advance forward with the Tech Marine, and the Tech Marine does fall back there. Devastators are set on up, does not get any sort of damage on in. Now I do have a Ranger deployed on the field. Devastator redeployed, and we'll find a good volley there. Chaos Lord see a bit of fire, but should be able to fall back in time. Knock the power node, we're seeing a bit of fire there. Grenade has been thrown, does avoid it. The Farseer does go down. Chaos Heretic now seeing a bit of fire there, does have the Spine Champion upgrade. And we got the Noise Marine here as well. He does go and deactivate the point there. We got 2 power generators split up here. Down here we got 3 and 1 over here. So Team Red does have more power generators. The Scout Squad does fall back there. Trying to go for some melee hits. Does get some damage there. Does get one of the models as well. Ranger Squad's falling on back. Tech Marine trying to revive the Farseer. And the Farseer does get revived. Farseer's not going to be trying to tie up these scouts in melee. They both have a sergeant upgrade. No shotguns, no snipers. Guardian Squad seeing a bit of fire there. No, both of them are researching battle equipment. Decides to do a full retreat now. Third power generator spotted here by the Tech Marine. And the Southern VP or PowerPoint has been reactivated. Now it looks like the Tech Marines I deploy out a Tarantula Sentry Gun. There are shotguns deployed on the Scout Squad. Could get a shotgun blast here. Can't get out grenades. And the Devastator is out of range of the Tarantula Sentry Gun. Very, very poor grenade placement there. Does get a good blast there onto the Tech Marine. Tech Marine's pretty wounded, not yet finished their Tarantula Sentry Gun. Tarantula Sentry Gun has not been completed just yet. And now he's continuing firing there, but do got the Chaos Sorcerer upgrade for Combine Flamer. Or Combi Flamer. Grenade has been thrown, does get avoided there, very nice. Devastator's falling back to his teammates in HQ. Got the Farseer trying to engage the Tactical or Chaos Marines who have been upgraded with the Eternal War. Grenades have been upgraded. Knockback grenades have been thrown. Does knock back both of the Guardian squads, not the Rangers. Rangers getting some good volleys there on the Heretic squad, and the Farseer does escape out with very little health.
Adding support structure.
Does force back the Chaos Heretics there. And does get some damage down on the Chaos Marine. Chaos Heretics will be falling on back. We do got this Chaos Tactical Marine Squad to capture the requisition point.
The enemy is outmaneuvering us.
Up here, do got the Tactical Marine Squad. We're seeing a bit of fire there from the Tech Marine. Down south, scouts are advancing forward. We do got the Grenade Launcher Squad, Flamer Squad, and Heretic Squad, and Chaos Marines. A lot of forces down here. He does have Devastator deployed on the field, setting up right there. Scouts going to advance forward. They will get a grenade off or two. Goes out one grenade there. Does get pulled and suppressed there. He eats the grenade, taking out 2 models there. Does fall back in time. Tactical Marine Squad trying to get melee hits there. Does see quite a bit of damage there, forcing them all back. Scout Squads see a bit of fire there. Only one of them has not fallen back. His teammates face more of the Rangers and Guardian Squads. May need to get some plasma grenades to help keep these forces at bay. Shotgun Blast could perhaps keep the Chaos Sorcerer at bay. And now the Farseer, Tech Marine, and the Chaos Sword all start up their tier 2. The Tactical Marine Squad will soon get his resources enough for a tier 2 as well. Grenades have been thrown. Rolls, of course, for struggler fire, not knockback grenades. And this Tactical Marine Squad is advancing forward trying to capture the VPs with 1 model remaining. The second Marine has gone down at one point in time, because I don't see the icon above its head. But we got the Mastercrafted Bolter and the Combi Flamer.
An ally has taken a victory point.
Oh, I hear Noise Marines. I gained some good damage there on that Far Seer.
One of our victory points.
Chaos Lord advance forward. Grenades are now running on in. Chaos Heretics push away force will. Knockback grenades will knock back the Rangers quite nicely. Let's get some great damage from the Guardian Squad. Guardian Squad's to pull back. Good grenades, good plasma grenades. Noise Marines receive a bit of fire there. Does use knockback pulse there. More fire onto the Noise Marine. Does fall back in time. Now the Chaos Marines are falling back. Still is not reinforced as Tactical Marine Squad. We do now have a Razorback being pulled out of field, as well as a Blood Crusher. The other Tactical Marine Squad is now upgrading to tier 2. Does get a good hit there. See a bit of fire there. Does use the high-powered shot there for the Mastercrafted Bolter.
Additional units have become available.
And Devastators will suppress the Tactical Marine. Chaos Lord advancing on forward. He may be eyeing for the Combine Flamer. What's it really called? Just Immolate.
To the enemy.
Blood Crusher now pull on the field. Scout Squad to fall back. He can upgrade the Tactical Marine Squad with a missile launcher, or try to go for Storm Guard veterans. Devastator can be upgraded. He's being upgraded with a Las Cannon. Maybe it'll kill. Maybe the advanced targeting is all he needs. Las Cannon Fey sets on up in a poor position. Redeploys there, trying to gain some Blood Crusher. Tactical Marine could be upgraded with a Melta Gun. Las Cannon first shot will connect. He does have plenty in range. He should be able to get up 2 more shots, but he needs 1 more to get a kill. And he healed up right now. I think by the, wait. Oh, he's getting repaired up by his teammates Tactical Marine Global.
An ally has secured a requisition list.
Guardian Squad does fall back. We do now have a Wraith Lord being upgraded with Bright Lance. Razorback advancing forward. The Blood Crusher has been fully repaired. Grenade has been thrown. Grenades from the Grenade Launcher Squad. I got the Chaos Marine upgraded with his Aspiring Champion.
The enemy has 300 points remaining.
Up north, we got the Storm Guard veterans now pulled on field. Getting some damage there on the Power Journey's power point. Noise Marines receiving a bit too much fire there. Need to full withdrawal right now. He's not getting Blastmaster either, so he just needs a full withdrawal, I would say. Grenades are raining on in. Those will miss there. Can always use knockback grenades still. Knockback grenades has been thrown. Let's get a good knockback with those scout squads there. More grenades raining on in. Gets good damage on those scouts. Up north, we got the Storm Guard veterans and now Melta Gun engaging those generators. WL not doing any range. SGM. WL. I can't think what that means off the top of my head. Wraith Lord. He may be saying his Bright Lance not doing any attacks.
Deploying War Gear.
Giving advantage on those units that are falling back. We've got the Tactical Marine Squad to capture the point there. Last cannon to set it up. So he's having trouble with Wraith Lord not doing the Las Cannon or Bright Lance shots. He does have a Wraith Warp Spotter now on field. Can always use the Haywire Grenade now. Melta Gun fire away. Blastmaster set on up, which will be effective versus everything. Layers receiving a bit of fire there from the Tech Marine, who's also been upgraded with the Refractor Field, allowing him to use energy as shield. First shot there, gets a good hit there onto the Tech Marine.
Understood. The Codex Astartes guides us to victory.
We got these scouts moving forward with the Razorback. He's loaded up with, I think, the Storm Guard veterans.
The enemy is claiming a victory point.
Scout squad is camouflage detecting squad, but does not spot these units just yet. He will spot them now. Right Lance or Las Cannon can get easily overwhelmed. Shock and blast there. He can perhaps take time to throw a grenade onto them as well. Does fall back with the laser back there. Does get a bit of knockback there by the shotgun squad. As we see a bit of fire there, falls back now. He could try for a grenade on retreat map. Got orbs on the side there, stunning the Wraith Lord. Wraith Lord still not shooting with his range attack at the moment. Second move order. Running that Blood Crusher. Razorback in this region, push way forward, trying to get some damage on in. And now the Wraith Lord may need to fall back there. Got the plasma guns upgrade on the Tech Marine. Time for the Bright Lance now. Yeah, now it's starting to fire the Bright Lance. Let's see if it's getting some damage there. Scout squad falling back. We do have the Tactical Marine squad quite damaged there. Fires a shot there on the Bullet Crusher there of the last cannon. All Shark now being dropped on in. Does get some good damage there. And does immediately withdraw there. Noise Blastmaster hits his own forces there, getting friendly fire kill. Grenades, knockback grenades, come on forward, does miss the Bright Lance. Bright Lance sitting on up, trying to hit these forces, but is out of range. And the Tactical Marine squad does fall back. Bright Lance or Last Cannon did not get a shot off there onto the Blood Crusher. Bright Lance fades forward. We got the repairs coming out on the Guardians, but doesn't get out of the range of repairs. Scouts fades forward. Guardians also need immediate fall back there. The Blood Crusher seems quite a bit farther. Another power generator has gone down. As nearby scouts could repair up the Wraith Lord in the meantime. And we do got a Haywire grenade there onto the Razorback. Let's get a good shot there with the Bright Lance. Scout squad needs to start repairing up the Wraith Lord. Blood Crusher sees a bit of fire there. Does use global repairs there, getting much needed repairs on both these units. Bright Lance getting some more damage there. Got crack rounds loaded up by the Stormguard veteran. And the Razorback does go down to the Melta gun. Does lose some poison rounds there. Warp Spiders do fall back now. Blastmaster firing a shot there, gets a direct hit there on the Rangers. One of these are down to 14 health. And now we do have a Dreadnought being floated by the Tech Marine, Red Tech Marine. Grenades, knockback grenades do come back down onto the Tech Marine as well. Loose Walls and Lumber power generators, those are all still destroyed. One still standing over here. Red has maintaining their power generators. There's only 2 here, and you still have 3 over here.
We shall make it so.
That's getting a good knockback there, hitting the Scout squad.
An ally has taken a victory point.
Oshtark now being upgraded for shield while already use energy as shields. Grenades been thrown on top of the Farseer. It's orbs on Messiah. And decided to withdraw both her and Oshtark.
The enemy is claiming a victory point.
We got the Tech Marine receiving the fire there. Blastmaster does fall back there. Now the Chaos Lord receives a bit of fire there. It does knock back the Tech Marine. Razorback and Wraith Lord takes forward with the support of a Meltagun Dreadnought. That Meltagun Dreadnought is probably a little bit overkill. Got now the Scouts falling back. Tactical Marine squad with plasma guns. Getting some good damage on the Chaos Marines. Blood Crusher fades up forward, Razorback making the way forward as well. Meltagun does get a good shot there. And now we do have the Meltagun Dreadnought being pushed his way forward. Blood Crusher decides to charge down south. We'll have a bit of a bad path there. The Razorback and the Dreadnoughts advancing forward, trying to cut down the flank. He goes more farther south, very good. Blastmaster finds a hit there onto the Dreadnought. Does fall back there. Grenades raining, being fired on forward. And now we do got a Land Raider Phobos being put on the field. Okay, I did not see the Tier 3 being researched. In fact, he's the only one with Tier 3 research. Land Raider Phobos, that should be heavy anti-vehicle. Oshtark gains some good damage over here, trying to recapture some of these points.
enemy
Blood
has
Crusher still
one
alive. Archshark does get knocked back there by the scouts of shotguns. You got now the Dreadnought with a Soul Cannon deployed on the field, engage Dreadnought with a Melta-Gun, which is not exactly a great item to deploy out on the field. But with his teammate going for Lander or Phobos, they should have plenty of anti-vehicle now. Now he's starting to pull out Devastator, likely going for a Las Cannon. Stormguard veterans, and does get the Orbs on the side there. Orbs on side has been thrown there as well. We got some good damage there coming out. Oh, that was actually a Haywire grenade, not Orbs on Messiah. Which that Wraith Warp Spider Squad does fully get wiped out there. Got 2 sets of repairs on the Dreadnought, Global repairs and Detective Marine repairs. Background's getting some good damage there onto the Wraith Lord. Land Raider Phobos is still on the field. Raises it back, Bright Lance and Dreadnought still in this region, getting some good damage there. Knocks back the Detective Marine. Wraith Lord are seeing a bit of fire there. It does go down to the Dreadnought. Stormguard Red is being hit by the Archshark now. And the Blood Crusher does go down as well. Land Raider Phobos advancing on forward. Dreadnought taking some swipes at that Heretic Squad. Blastmaster gets some good damage there. Global repairs have been activated, but should be able to take on the Dreadnought with the Land Raider Phobos. Spreading fire between the Technical Marine and the Land Raider and the Dreadnought. Those shots are largely whiffed. And the Trench Ascension Gun does take out that one now. I thought I saw a missile launcher fire there. Land Raider Phobos has seen a bit of beating there. Down here we just got scouts deployed by the Tech Marine, getting some good damage on the Heretic Squad with grenade launchers. And we also got this Chaos Marine with no aspiring champion.
Acquisition point to the enemy.
The task unfinished is a prayer unanswered.
Grenade has been thrown.
Issuing new weapon loadout.
And does go and force back this Chaos Marine. Lascan sitting on up, trying to get some good damage. We do got some good repairs coming out by his teammates, scouts on the Land Raider Phobos. And Lascan does get some good damage there on the Land Raider Phobos, so he's still in range. We're seeing more and more fire. He needs to back off a little bit more. And right now, the Chaos Lord does have enough red points for a nuke. We got a webway gate being put up by the Farseer now. Land Raider Phobos trying to get some more repairs. Bright Lance at Fisherman Fort. This may be time for a Chaos Portal. See a bit too much fire there. Fire Drake's Faint Fort getting disintegrated. More repairs coming out of the Land Raider Phobos. Grenade launchers running on in. Then you get the knockback grenades on the Bright Lance. Bright Lance. Last Cannon. Gets good answer onto the Soul Cannon Dreadnought. Soul Cannon Dreadnought's about down. We do now have some Terminators teleport on in. And does force back the last cannon there, as was the Farseer and Archshark. Dreadnought, a bit wounded, seeing quite a bit of damage there. Do have that last cannon completely wiped out. That Scout Squad does fall back there. You got Predator deployed on the field, or that's still the Razorback.
Space Marines on the field.
The enemy is claiming a victory point.
Ready to serve.
Air Squad are seeing quite a bit of damage there. He does fall back. Right now, Red has very little VPs remaining. Blue has a small amount, and Red does have double capture in his favor. Knockback grenades come forward, getting some good knockbacks there. Chaos Marine Squad has become his fired champion, though he's a little bit wounded there. More grenades raining on in. Chaos Lord advances forward, trying to get some good damage there onto these party squads. And of course, the turret customers advancing on forward. With the Land Raider Phobos in the area, it's be hard to secure up the central area. Grenades been thrown. More grenades have been thrown. And does go ahead and get his shield down, though one of these Scouts Francis Sentry Gun, wounded but still alive. Does get any burst there. Last cannon gains good damage. One has been captured up. There's a triple capture in favor of red. There's a rapid count tickets down against blue. Now it's just double capture for the time being. Tactical Marine squads, Stern Guard veterans, and Tactical Marine in this area. Using Tactical Marine to repair destroyer dreadnought wouldn't be half bad. And now got the race back control forward. We've seen a bit of fire there. Center point is currently neutral. Plasma Cannon Devastator annihilates that guard Heretic squad. The last Cannon Devastator does escape out of the webway. Looks like the Razorback does go down right there. May see the Assault Cannon barrage right now. Arching has not been upgraded, not back completely just yet. Farseer or Oshtar gains good damage on in. Now got something we called on in. Maybe more drop pods. Assault barrage does come forward as well. Good more knockbacks there. And oh, that was just a reinforcement drop pod, not a tactical marine drop pod. Blue's now done 24 tickets, red has still at 39. This point's being captured by blue. This point is secured by red, and this point here is contested. Psychic Storm being rained on in from the Farseer from the ruined armor, also has access to Spirit Stones. Scout Squad trying to capture this point now. There's a bit of fire there. Grenades been thrown. Gets good damage there onto the Farseer. Down south, the southern point's now being decaptured by the Chaos Lord. No additional upgrades onto him. That is something I think a Fire Dragon Squad just got wiped out there. They have a dogpile here. I heard we have failed, some blue team has surrendered. This Adam Grid saying, "Thank you for watching," and on to the next replay. Before I get started with this replay, I just realized something. I need to disable the preview on OBS. That'll help with some frame rate issues. Greetings everyone, and Grade here of another Dawn of War 2 Elite Mod replay. So on the right side as the Lord Inquisitor, we have Greed Walker. Spawned as the Chaos Lord, we have Kay Golonsky. Spawned as the Brother Captain, we do have Muerte. And as the Lord Commissar, we have Sniffles 213. Got Imperial Guardsmen for the Farseer, or not Farseer, Lord Inquisitor, into Sentinel and the Guard Squad, pretty standard opener for the Heretic, or the Chaos Lord. We got Heretics into Chaos Marines, no more Heretics, pretty standard. For the Lord Commissar, we got unusual guards into Sentinel, usually it's the Sentinel first, by the way, same composition as the Lord Inquisitor. As Brother Captain, we do have Strike Squad into nothing at the moment, which is not uncommon as well. Lord Inquisitor advances forward, does find the Lord Commissar. That's good special attack there, knocking back some Imperial Guardsmen. This Imperial Guardsman has been upgraded with Sergeant. This one as well. There's good amount of firepower. Lord of course received quite a bit of fire there. We've got the Imperial Guardsman base quarter, no Sergeant upgrade. And no Stomp upgrade on this Sentinel as well. This Sentinel has not been upgraded either. Imperial Guardsman advancing forward. No Sergeant upgrade on either of these ones. This is going to be focused on the Imperial Guardsman first, and also has plenty of health remaining. The Guardsman soft retreats away, does drop a model there. You got a detonation there by the Heretic Squad, getting some good suppression there onto the Strike Squad there, being whittled down there. Heretic Squad re-attacks. And you got the Tome of Titans being reached by the Strike Squad there. Exactly a brief ritual there, but the Heretic Squad is severely wounded, needs to fall back. Got Chaos Marine Squad against good damage there onto the Strike Squad. Down south, nothing much going on. And I got this Chaos Marine falling back there, being pursued by the Brother Captain. And the Strike Squad almost gets wiped out. Receives a couple of melee hits there, so has another 80 health. Should be able to see one more melee hit there. Guard Squad does see a bit of damage there. Lord of Holmes in pursuit. Lord of Inquisitor is power to go down. See a bit too much fire there. Stomp does come forward. Rolls are largely a mess there. This other Sentinel has not been upgraded to Stomp, nor is he upgraded to Stomp, and now got a heavy weapons team caught on the field. Both these Guard Squads do not have a Sergeant upgrade just yet. Brother Captain pursuing the Lord, Chaos Lord. Now we've got the Heretics trying to advance forward, trying to get some damage on in. Chaos Lord needs to fall back sooner rather than later. Does get a bit of health there, but not a whole lot. Crazy ritual there. Heretic Squad could fall back as well. We do now have the Unending Purge upgrade, giving him health increase or health regen per attack and range attack, as well as increase injury regen by 0.5 per second. Some of you is now seeing quite a bit of fire from these squads. Now he is starting to fall back there. Imperial Guardsman and a Crew Squad are advancing on forward. And the Imperial Guardsman here has captured the point. Still no Sergeant upgrade onto him. We've got 2 power generators up here. Over here, we've got 3 power generators versus just the 1 at the moment. And we do have all 3 over here. We do also have a artillery spotter here. Artillery squad fighting from cover. Strike Squad and Brother Captain will be closing the distance. Chaos Havoc has been put on the field. It's supposed to go forward into Deception Squad now. And now the Chaos Marine does get fully wiped there. Adversary is sitting on up, trying to get some good damage on in. Does get knocked back by the Lord of Commissar, who's activated his shield generator. Lord Inquisitor now pushing way down south, trying to get some good damage on in. Imperial Guardsman received a bit of damage there. Does get a good special attack there. Imperial Guardsman could get wiped out. Does get wiped out right there. Either of these guard squad has been one has been declared a sergeant. Artillery spotter eyeing for a flare. Does get a good hit there. And smoke round does come down as well. Lord Inquisitor's power to go down. She does escape out with as little as 9 health. Then we got a Chaos Raptor squad being put on the field. Good cast there. Heretic squad falling them back. Using both the strike Chaos Marines and the Heretic squad is quite the loss. Heretic squad down to as little as 7 health there, and these forces will be forced back thanks to all the base defenses. Raptors now pull out in the field. Teleports down the low ground, trying to save that, or trying to hit those power generators. Raptors do jump on top of the Crystal Sword Trooper. Does get a bit of a combat jump there, knocking back those Raptors there. Does become the Flamer on field, using the immolate ability there. And now we've got the Chaos Marine falling on back. Next to activate a ritual there, jumps on top of the Crystal Stormtroopers once again.
Dreams of Sophia amongst the massive
That Inquisitor Stormtrooper does get fully wiped out. Over here, do have the Imperial Guards from Vance Floor. They do have a flamethrower, as well as a sergeant. They have set up in a good position there.
The unholy power of the Chaos Guards.
Coming into the floor, artillery flare rolls a miss. Try to burn down the Imperial Guardsman as well as the generator. Casual Devils get a good grenade launch barrage there. Golden Inquisitor has not gotten her own Casual Devil squad, living uncommon. And looks like the Lord Inquisitor is falling back. Got 3 of the 4 players going for tier 2, excluding the Lord of Commissar. Next squad does fall back there.
Your units fulfill your command.
These forces do get suppressed there by the Devastator, who is currently has already produced things that smoke around. Sentinel gains good damage on in. Seeing quite a bit of fire. Guardian Weapons team does fall back, or Heavy Weapons team does get the good repairs there onto the Sentinel. Now we got the Brother Captain now advancing down south. Got the Strike Squad in this region. Notice he did get a stun shot there onto the Lord Commissar. Sentinel trying to be repaired up in combat, has seen quite a bit of beating there. He's getting more repairs by the other guards, Imperial Guard squad. Does go ahead and go down there, unable to get a stun shot in time. And the stomp does largely miss. We do got now the Chaos Lord advancing forward. We got some good health regen coming out by the Brother Captain. Settle now repaired up by the frontline Imperial Guardsmen, and we do have damage coming out on the Lord Commissar, or Lord Inquisitor now. Forces do see a bit of fire there. Imperial Guardsmen making their way forward. Artillery's fire bringing a mortar. Get it there onto the Imperial Guardsmen. Now the Flamer can go ahead and get destruction on some of these power generators. Rhino deployed on field, being upgraded the heavy bolter turret. Good detonation there. We do have a Shrine of Corn here, which will allow temporary bloodletters to spawn out. I see this pair hack parts in these units. Header squad needs to fall back sooner rather than later. Shrine of Corn is slowly being whittled down by the heavy bolter fire. Over here we do have now the Inquisitor falling back as well.
Ready las cannons.
We now got a Bane Wolf blood on the field. Push way forward. We'll get some damage there onto the Inception Squad there. Temporary Bloodletters hacking apart these Inception Squad as well. Chaos trying to see a bit of fire. Now got the Imperial Guardsmen and the Sentinel advance forward. They have been upgraded with plasma guns there. We do of course got the Sergeant upgrade on the Casual Devil, giving them access to a melta gun to hit these structures as well.
Forge the armor of Korn. Chaos
Shrine does go down there. Temporary Bloodletters still alive for the time being. We now have the Lord Inquisitor advance forward, does receive a bit of suppression there. Flamer Squad advance forward as well. And more missiles now raining on in from the Sentinel. Got Raptors trying to engage this force there. Does have the Aspiring Champion leader, but a little bit outnumbered. Right now focused on the Brother Captain. Last cannon, he's good damage there onto the Razorback or Rhino. Does not get the wipe, however. And now the Raptor squad does get fully wiped out there. Chaos Lord's forces may want to fall back. There's a bit too much fire there. The Lord Inquisitor has gone straight for tier 3. Deploys out a bunker on the front line. Maybe I have some repairs. Does lose the Bane Wolf there too. The Stormtroopers melta guns. Stormtroopers melta guns, however, they have 4 out of 5 models there, but oh so wounded. How did they escape out of 4 out of 5 models with 36 health remaining? That's less than 10 health per model. Chaos Lord engaging. It has been upgraded the Icon of Corn increasing maximum health every hit, or heals maximum 2% of its maximum health. As well as the Armor of the Inferno, giving a mid-range artillery barrage and the Blood Maul. Chaos Sword does fall back there, receiving a bit of fire. Down to 32 health. And we'll skip out now there with little as 28 health.
Your forces obey you.
Forces. Imperial Guardsman does fall back there, receive a bit of fire there. Does throw Incendiary Mortar onto the garrison. Now got high explosive rounds raining on in, or missiles from the Sentinel. But he's out of range. Does see quite a bit of damage there. He does fall back in time. Which has been activated there. We do not have these Imperial Guardsmen trying to take out another power generator. Will go down. Imperial Guardsman and Lord Inquisitor advancing forward. Leman Russ on the build here. Not saving for Bane Blade variant. I do have another squad of stormtroopers being put on field. He does have one of them upgraded with Melter Gun, so Leman Russ could quickly go down. Both an execution turret wouldn't hurt though. Provide some good, powerful damage against all the infantry forces. But the Galaxy Burn was utilized to help the Strike Squad. Now the Bloodletter Squad is seeing quite a bit of damage there. Bloodletter Squad does fall back there, but does get wiped out. Imperial Guardsman gains some damage there onto this Imperial Guardsman there, gains good damage. They now got the Devastator sitting on up, trying to get some good suppression there onto the Lord Commissar. Do now the Leman Russ deployed on the field, no upgrades to its barrel just yet. He does get a direct hit there onto the Sentinel. Imperial Guardsman advancing on forward as well. Smoke Mortar does come down the Dreadnought. Sentinel does go down there. Those little crack missiles. And now the other Stormtrooper squad has been upgraded with overcharged hotshot las guns. The other melter gun one is all the way back at home. And this bunker has been booby trapped. That's going to be a dead Stormtrooper. Detonate, detonate. He did not detonate in time. Yep, that's a booby trap there from the bunker itself. Like Marine does fall back there. Right now, the Grey Knight player still has this Rhino on the field. Does have the Vindicator Assassin as well. Does recapture the bunker there. Plasma guns firing away from the bunker. Very nice. The Incendiary Mortar does rain on in once again. But what if the booby trap? Booby trap has the same bit of damage there. Does put the Melter Bomb there onto Leman Russ. Leman Russ backing on off. We're seeing a lot of rear armor hits right now. Nothing in the area to really save it. Lord Inquisitor does fall back there. Going to try to overrun it. Now he's just going to stand and fight against that Stormtrooper squad. Get some great damage there. Stormtroopers do fall back. The Melter Bomb has worn off. You may get off another grenade with that squad. Teleports forward once again. Flamer gains some good suppression on in. Leman Russ needs to continue to run away. Guardian squad, heavy weapon squad needs to fall back. Let Imperial Guardsman advance forward. And the super fighter, the heavy weapons team does go down. And it's starting to prep the Leman Russ now. You may want to go out for another tank, potentially. Now I do have a Chaos Dreadnought on the field, and Tier 3 being researched by the Lord Commissar. Missile launcher hit from the Blood Marines there. Good knockback there from the Blood Maul. Chaos Dreadnought gains good damage there onto the Grey Knight Rhino. And there goes the Vindicator Assassin. Leman Russ still has a bit of help to work with. Both these heroes are now down. Predator squad received a bit of fire there. Needs to fall back sooner or later. Good knockback there on the Leman Russ. He is receiving some Melter Gun fire from the Casual Devils, but I don't think it's going down anytime soon. Napalm Run does come on in. Does avoid the Incendiary Bombardment there from the artillery spotters. These forces do fall back right there. And And then Imperial Guards are going to try to repair out that Leman Russ in the meantime. Let's get a decent hit there as well. And frag grenade was dodged. Lord Commissar's way back here. Is that a Valkyrie run? Let's get a couple of Imperial Guardsmen models, but that's about it. Good dodge there. And the Brother Captain does have a lot of red points right now, enough to get out a orbital bombardment. Over here, do have now the Brother Captain seem to fire there. Those guns advancing forward, does get suppressed there by the base turrets, and does save Chaos Dreadnought. They're just going to need to take a bit of time to repair it up. The Plague Marine can also repair, weirdly enough.
Ready for eternal war.
Demolition charge still here. And we do have the Trojan falling back. See, right out the stupid fire there from the Leman Russ. Negative. Not your father. Do now have the Rhino receiving a bit of fire there from the Leman Russ.
Give ground to the enemy. Fight harder.
Plasma guns advancing forward with the Casual Devils. Overcharged hotshot last guns find a good volley them on the Imperial Guardsmen. They do fall back there. And we do now have the Strike Squad falling back. I think he's going to upgrade with the Mantle Terror, grants battle right ability, grants health regen in the area. Such a squad does force back the Imperial Guardsmen over here. Got Imperial Guardsmen and the Casual Devils works down the Chaos Lord, receiving way too much damage. Force fall back. Still, that's still no. I think that's Spanish for father, I think. I don't know. Inquisitor receiving a fire there has an upgrade of the Infernal Pistol as well as Rosarus. Leman Russ getting some great damage onto the Stormtroopers. Imperial Guardsmen could receive some more fire there. Catch Devils has noted on there, but great splash damage there on both these squads. Chaos Dreadnought and Leman Russ both need massive amount of repairs. The bunker still is rigged to explode. And the Casual Devils do escape on out of there. Delta Gun Squad advance forward. These guys can quickly go down. He needs to take time for massive repairs. The Stormtroopers can wipe it out pretty quickly. Oh, there's a repair bunker here. Very nice. But he has no way to detect this Stormtroopers coming forward. He does have Imperial Guardsman support. Does get the Nota grenade there. Fires some volleys there. Going to try to out-repair the damage, but it's not going to be able to out-repair it. Good little pick there. He left that thing wounded for far too long. Lord of Commissars makes forward, has some upgraded to Stubbornness, making him have some good health regen. And then he has more buddies nearby, or men. He inspires to lead. We do have the Heretic Squad getting ripped apart there. I think it's a relatively fresh Heretic Squad. Yeah, that fresh Heretic Squad gets annihilated. It wasn't even upgraded Spire Champion. That may be some Terminators. Yeah, it is some Paladins. He has still a lot of red points remaining. Chaos Dreadnought advancing on forward. We'll see a bit of fire from these forces. Brother Captain is still upgraded with the Nemesis Warding Staff, as well as, of course, Mantle Terra. Chaos Sorcerer received a bit of fire there, getting completely surrounded, which can be both good and bad. In this case, bad. Chaos Dreadnought receiving quite a bit of damage there. Paladins in pursuit. Ray does have Spirit Number tickets, but they're losing a lot of, losing a lot of stuff as well. And there goes the Chaos Dreadnought. Another squad of Chaos Marines deployed by the Chaos Lord. We do, of course, have the Cadian Carson squad deployed up by the Lord Inquisitor. We got tier 3 by the Lord Commissar. No tier 3 by the Chaos Lord. He's got one of the power generators there. Very nice. The Brother Captain still needs that power. Takes out that point there as well. Now we do have the Nota guns pushing to the middle. No response to stop these units. Takes out all those power generators. This bunker, who has the repair bunker upgrade, is still ready to explode. Lord Inquisitor, she's receiving quite a bit of fire there, but so are these stormtroopers. They do soft retreat away. Lord Commissar has been upgraded with the Fist of Caractacus, which grants a None Shall Fall ability, which will prevent your units actually from dying when that ability is activated. Here's also upgrade the Carapace armor as well as stubbornness. And now we got a nice little napalm run there, getting some good AoE damage. Hitting Carson Squad, receiving a bit of fire there, left the Galaxy Armor was utilized there. Some sort of cast there by the Pure Paladin, so going to upgrade to the Incinerator, which gives him the Heavy Flamer. Good sweeping Blood Maul ability. Lord Inquisitor or Chaos Lord falling on the back. This squad does teleport forwards, blocking, knocking back these forces. Pure Guards will fall back there. Got a fresh squad of Kading Kadish and Devils deployed off by the Lord Commissar. They do also now have a Chaos Havoc deployed, another Chaos Havoc. These forces are stupid and fire there. We do, of course, got the Chaos from receiving a bit of damage as well. They need to fall back. They're about to get wiped out. They do get wiped out there. And now Paladin squad receiving a bit of fire there. It is being pursued. Got capture favor red. Blue's running out things quickly. Got a energy regen ability there. Does teleport forward, knocking back some of these forces. Force back the Flamer squad. Plasma gun squad now getting range reduced thanks to that flare. They do all fall back right there, just getting a little bit overran this region at the moment. Asking his teammate for help, who's going for tier 3 at the moment. He has a bit of red points to work with. It's that Orbital Strike. I believe that's Orbital Strike. That's getting an good hit there. Good hit there. And this could annihilate the Imperial Guards forces. Lord Inquisitor still has those two Imperial Guard squad, as well Kading Karcha squad and the Kadish Devil squad, so they all can be reinforced. The expensive though. The Lord Inquisitor also has enough for a Valkyrie run. Havoc squad needs to fall back. He's getting ripped apart by the Lord Commissar. Got another incendiary effect there, falling back. And that looks like blue team does go ahead and surrender. This end great same. Thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. While the game's loading, I do need to stretch out my legs for a moment. I'm getting my afternoon crash. Please give me a moment. How's the game still? Much I can do until it's done loading. Game's still loading apparently.
knocked over a couple of cans that empty on my desk. Do I need to end task with Task Manager? I might need to. Yep. I'm going to end task now. And reboot. Sorry about that. Sometimes the loading screen takes forever. If I would have waited another moment, it probably would have been fine. And now we wait. There it goes. Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Dawn of War 2 Elite Mod replay. Spawn on the top side as the Mech Boy, we have a foreign name. Spawn on the right side as the Eversor Assassin, we have Most Fasta, however you pronounce his name. Spawn on the bottom or just left side as the Lord Inquisitor, we have Kicken. Spawn as the Warspider Exarch, we have Zero Cry. Warspider does get a bit of damage right there. Eversor Assassin is now engaged in glorious melee combat. And the Warspider does not... Oh, good, and gets the quick draw there to decapture the point there. Nice. He was trying to avoid a bit of fire there, but he failed. Or his opponent successfully countered him. By the way, now got some angry ladies now trying to hack apart that man. And now the Warspider is going to start all over. Do now the Mech Boy push him forward. Imperial Guardsman not upgraded the Sergeant, and we do have the Sentinel Quad field. Overall, the Warspider has gone for a pretty standard build opener. Usually not common to see a second squad of Guardians, but looks like we're not going to see that. We got 2 Guardian squads into a Sentinel there. We got a little less common of 3 Inquisitor Stormtroopers, and of course we got 2 Chudas. Chudas and Sluggers advancing forward, trying to hack apart the Imperial Guardsman. Imperial Guardsman has not been upgraded Sergeant, nor has this other one. Maybe we're going to upgrade the Sergeant relatively soon. Lord Inquisitor receiving a bit of fire there, throwing her melt or plasma gun there, or plasma pistol. Engaged in melee over here. We do got the Howling Banshees capture this point. There's some damage there onto the Sluggers right there. Sentinel's advancing forward, trying to get some damage on in, or maybe a stomp. Does get a good stomp on those Sluggers, but it's going to see a bit of fire there. Lord Inquisitor's falling back. Over here, Howling Banshees once again trying to hack apart the Eversor Assassin. And the Warspider Exarch does fall back from the Inquisitorial Stormtroopers.
Adding support structure.
Sentinel now receiving a bit of fire there.
We must arm for the Imperial warfare.
You now got the looters being put on the field. They're ready to loot. Sentinel falling back. See a bit too much fire there. Getting repaired by the Imperial Guardsmen. Do have a certain upgrade on one of them. The other one's not upgraded Sergeant just yet. And just too much shooters there. Going to hit these power drainers right now. We've got a Guardian team, Howling Banshees and Guardian Squad trying to intercept them. Warspider Exarch does get a burst there. Does take out power drainer. Very nice. And does full withdrawal from the region. Nice and early. Very, very nice. And the Sentinel does fall back in time. Imperial Guardsmen without the Sergeant referring up the Walker now. And we got more reinforcements here. And so is our artillery spotter. Allied base starting forward, trying to hack apart the strike squad or interception squad.
or Interceptor squad. Eversor Assassin does fall back there as well. And now we do have the War Spider Exarch. We're seeing a bit of fire there. Guardian Squad is in the region, help secure the area, and the Mech Boy is throwing some landmines. Proximity Mine. Grants the Proximity Mine ability, throws out 4 deployable mines that damage and suppress infantry, slows vehicles by 70%. Very, very nice. Sentinel receives private damage there. We're seeing 2 sets of repairs. Got a lot of shooters in this region as well. You may want to eye for some big shooters, at least. It will really help up the damage output, as well as give them suppressive fire ability there. War Spider does teleport away. Has not been upgraded just yet. Howling Pages have been upgraded to Aspect of Strength. Inquisitor Stormtroopers focus firing there. We got sergeants on all of them. Interceptor Squad does Zika suppression there. And now we do have the Chem Cloud Grenades playing Incendiary Grenade effect. Suppresses enemy infantry raise 7.5 on detonation for 12 seconds. Enemy deals 50% less damage, and those are in the lose the ability to health regen. These figures linger 3 seconds. Ah, so it's not Incendiary Grenade. It is a debuff grenade. Interesting. You actually don't really see that much in this game. It's either just damage over time, but you don't really see debuff grenades all too often. I like it. Not to mention that effect lingers even if they leave it, so it's going to be effective hitting, causing a whole group. Even if they move out of wave, like out of a Incendiary Grenade, it will continue to provide a powerful debuff. Artillery Spotter bring in a Pikes Mortar there, does roll a miss there. Smoke Mortar raining on in. And does fall back with the Imperial Guardsman. Artillery Spotter falls back, and Sentinel is running away. Got some proximity mines there. Wait, nice VPs. Why is it up to 1,450? We stop at 500. Why was the VP set of 1,500, I guess? I did not see that at first.
One of our generators is under attack.
Oh boy. Power generator will go down there. We've got Guardian Squad there. Howling Page is here. And do have the power generator going on up. Guardian Squad trying to deactivate this point there. We've got some extra power for Red Team. If you look at this map, we've got a power generator here, here, and here, and here. So there is one power generator in the middle. There's the Angry Ladies. Shouting the faces on those men. If you're a Crystal Stormtrooper, however, getting some good damage output. Focus on those Howling Banshees. Guardian Squad has the battle equipment there. Just drop its first model in that conflict. And now we do have the power node receiving a bit of damage. Sentinel receiving a bit of damage there. Pikes with Mortar now being put on field, and now we do have the Lord Inquisitor advancing on forward.
Precious Eldar light.
Lord Inquisitor seeing quite a bit of suppression there, but our shield is holding. Barely. Couple power generators over here. Howling Banshees shot in the face in front of these Crystal Stormtroopers. Warp Starter Exarch does go down. Asking his teammate for a res. Or he's telling his teammate he's going to res him now. Lord Inquisitor will take a bit of time to get over there. These forces are fine for the time being. Though they're sitting on top of a landmine. More landmines right there. Actually, a good number of landmines, though some of them scattered into bad locations. I do know those landmines, the one that in Chaos Rising, the one that Cyrus can throw, is incredibly useful. Cyrus is like the strongest hero in both Dawn of War and the Chaos Rising. Those fall back there. Demolition Charge, very nice. Throwing bundles of proximity mines and just win your entire boss fights in pretty quickly. As well as destroy all the ads. Good smoke mortar there, it's preventing these guys from getting additional attack range. Getting some good damage over here. Frag missiles now upgraded on this Sentinel. Got tier 2 by the Lord Inquisitor. We got tier 2 on. Wait, that's tier 3 for both of red team. Oh boy. So they're getting tier 3 before the Warp Spider even got tier 2. How? He must have really invested heavy in the power. Do now have the Warp Spider X-Arc for the Warp Spider. Howling Banshee X-Arc leader. There's there. The Warp Spider thing upgraded with the anti-grav grenade, which I believe is basically a stun grenade. We do not have the burners now burning down some power generators. Very nice. Have you seen the Chem Cloud grenade yet? I see. It says infantry, so it sounds like vehicles are not affected. What's about X-R getting some damage there? You can use the anti-grav grenade, which temporarily eliminates gravity in area, which disables infantry with weapon knockback.
Generator operational.
Burners trying to. They're destroying that fresh generator. He needs to use the grav grenade there. Howling Base is charging forward, trying to hack apart these forks. And there's the lift anti-grav grenade there. Does get some of his own Howling Banshees as well as himself. That sounds like fun. Anti-grav grenade. Stormtroopers receive a bit of fire there. Wait, they're on top of a Space Hulk. Isn't that already anti-grav? Either way. Stormtroopers advancing on forward. Not Stormtroopers. Shooters advancing on forward. Crystal Stormtroopers gain some damage onto the power generator. These are orc generators, so they have claimed the power there. And now do have a Voldemort Razorback being pulled up by the Eversor Assassin. Tier 3 now being researched by the Lord Inquisitor. She may be eyeing for a fast Baneblade. She has a lot of power requisition stored up. She may want to eye getting power generators deployed out herself somewhere when she has the opportunity in order to get some more power going. But right now, with 59 more of power income, it'll be about 3 minutes before she can queue up a Baneblade variant. Chem or frag grenade there, or incendiary grenade thrown by the Commando squad gives some great damage here, burning a lot of these squads. She could deploy out another Sentinel or Imperial Guardsman. Those only cost per position. Now we've got tier 3 being researched by the Warp Spider X-Arc. I don't really find tier 3 great for Eldar. Alabama is charging forward, trying to get some damage there onto the Interceptor squad. Guardian squad, Guardian weapons team getting some good damage over here. And does suppress and force back the Inquisitor Stormtroopers. Voldemort Razorback, see quite a bit of damage there. Interceptor squad forces back the Bright Lance. Decent. That was his own plasma grenade there. Takes out one of the Guardian weapon team, not sure what type of variant that was. A dead variant. Guardian squad doesn't need to fall back there. Seeing too much firepower to get rid of the part. Now got the shooters facing down south. Got GG, we're resing, we're fine. Looks like Team Blue Team. Maybe Iron's back on the game. Power generator being deactivated now. One player wants to back out of the game, the other player doesn't want to. We got another D cannon being plotted on field. He needs to go for a frontline durable squad, and that's something really Eldar doesn't have. Why don't you get our Wraith Lord? Let's get a missile launcher shot there. Imperial Guardsman does see a bit of fire there, as with Incendiary effect. Finds knockback with the Incendiary grenade. Immediately, it does wipe that Imperial Guardsman. Mech Boy does teleport forward, stomps on top of the Mech Boy. Sentinel does go down. Artillery spotter falls back there. And Imperial Guardsman received quite a bit of fire there as well. Imperial Guardsman need to fall back sooner rather than later. Last one went down pretty quickly. We got Stormtroopers deployed on the field as well. Not being reinforced at the moment. I think she's too far away from Baneblade. Maybe go for a Leman Russ at the current rate. Grab grenade upon field. Deacon getting annihilated by the Interceptor squad. Does get shouted in the face by these Howling Banshees. Which, ripping them apart, does throw a stun grenade or snare grenade onto the infantry. Goes out the Chem Cloud grenade there. Very nice.
Choose to fight at close quarters. I trust there is purpose to this interruption.
Maybe upgrading the Warp Spider wouldn't be half bad. Help him out. And the Eversor Assassin does go down, exploding for great damage, and there goes the Howling Banshee squad. The Warp Spider literally has nothing now. And looks like he's just gonna go AFK. Still time left in the replay. I had to check that. Getting Carson squad being put on the field. Gonna res his teammate. I'm tempted to fast forward and see what happens. All-Stark being put on field. He's team killing. And jumps away immediately. I think he's just trying to team kill his teammate to force him out of the game. Orc Battle Wagon, Daisy being employed on the field. That description's wrong. It should be called Daisy. It's Daisy. Do now with these shooters advancing forward. Eversor Assassin has been revived. Yeah, I'm thinking about. Let's just fast forward slightly, because I'm not sure what the Farseer is trying to, or the. I'm not sure what they're just trying to do in the moment. Let's get a nice grab grenade there. Ooh, that was a pretty good combo. Maybe he is going to stand and fight. It goes down, immediately gets recalled. I think he's just wasting resources right now. Getting Carson squad deployed on the field, has plenty of requisition on the field. Could activate the point himself and pull out power generators. Does do that. And immediately dies. Yeah, he's just trying to throw the game. This game's... I'm just gonna call the game now, because he's literally doing nothing. It's gonna be 2v1, and everything is dying over here. It's also below 500 tickets now, so much for that. Battle Wagon's going on forward. It's gonna take a bit of time just to actually end the replay itself, I believe. Yeah, the game's over. Oh, or he does pull out stuff. But now they're at the, destroy the base very, very slowly on the game. Daisy's almost down, actually. Does take out Daisy there, and there's the rocks. And the Orc lost everything, though. This is going down miserably slow. And now the All-Stark and Warp Spider is going on capturing points. Nope, Warp Spider is going down again. Teleports forward, there goes that. Oh, Valkyrie run gets a great hit there. Baltimore Razorback. Falcon goes down.
Support structure complete.
He's trying to support his teammate. He's going around the All-Star for capital points. And there's the Orbital Strike. Yeah, this game's pretty much over. And that base is now destroyed.
The enemy has targeted
The Golden Quest does have some good abilities there, like Purgatus. Does allow more Imperial Guardsmen, has requisition for it last time I checked. Knobs hacking apart everything, slowly taking out the base stronghold now. Farseer must be fully max level, yeah, level 10. Not bad. Flying ringer on the Rosie. 3 Voldemort Razorbacks. I could do it with some good damage. Yeah, this game's over. A long time ago. Oh yeah, the base has these hull-mounted machine guns. Gains some great damage there. The Orc Lord's having trouble crafting it. Oh, the fast forward animation, look at that. Mech Boy is doing Earthquake there, gets knocked back by the Valkyrie run there, and the Beamy Death Gun's firing away. And with both HQs down, that's the end of the replay. This end grade saying, think watch it and on to the next replay. And that replay went on far longer than it should have. That one's done. On to the next one. Just give me one more. I need to send a text message. Have to coordinate a bit of timing since the funeral's tomorrow. I just need to send a quick text message. My apologies. Sorry about that. And let's go and get started. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Dawn of War 2 Elite Mod replay. Spawn on bottom right side as the Farseer, we have Mustafa. Spawning as the right side as the Farseer, we have Zero Cry. Spawn as the Warlock, we have a 4 name, and spawn as the Warspider Exarch, we have Bestie. So we have all players as an Eldar variant. Double Farseer versus the non-Farseers. We do got standard build, got mirror build orders for both players. We got Howling Banshees to Howling Banshees versus Guardian to Howling Banshees, Howling Banshees. We got a Guardian squad here, and this one is being autobot out and not going for additional squad.
An ally has secured a power node.
Howling Banshees pushing way forward, as well as a Guardian squad. Over here, do have this power node capture on up being activated now. Warlock trying to ensure it's not capturing up. Guardian squad and Howling Banshees could intercept. The point's about to be activated, so perhaps to pull out some quick power generators if he so chooses. And do have now this Guardian squad receiving a bit of fire there. Does receive a nice little cast. It does intercept the Howling Banshees here. Though the Guardian squad gets annihilated by the Howling Banshees, the Guardian squad may want to soft retreat over here and then fall back. R2 wouldn't pass to engage. This Guardian squad does fall back as well.
We are losing a
He's going to advance forward. This one does have a plasma grenade. Does have battle equipment research very quickly. So this could be very powerful. These guys are stacked up quite heavily. And now the Warlock is seeing a bit of damage there. Warlock does fall back there. He still has 4 models there. And these squads do fall back, so does Warlock. Howling Banshees pushing way forward once again.
Over here, I do have now, looks like the Farseer being forced on back. Howling Banshee see a bit of fire there. And this player's getting flanked hard. A lot of damage coming to this Guardian Squad. Down to 30 health, 20 health, 14. As little as 13. It does escape on out of there. Does teleport forward. Recede down to 2 health. It escapes on as little as 2 health. This Guardian Squad is falling back as well.
The foe seeks to deprive us of a vital
Banshees
resource.
and Guardians push away over to the left. And this Farseer's, or Howling Banshee does fall back as well.
Our reinforcements are here. Adding warp generator.
Guardian Squad and Farseer advancing on forward. Guardian Squad throwing a plasma grenade. And, ooh, that's going to be powerful. And it was a good hit there. Poor control there. Farseer does fall back. Got this Guardian Squad, or no, that's a Ranger Squad and the Farseer in this region. There's a lot of forces in this region.
Ally has gained control of the victory point.
We got a Guardian Squad team here. Suppressing down the Howling Banshee have improved with the aspect of strength. The other one is being improved with the aspect of fleetness. This one has not been improved, nor has this one. Got double Rangers for one Farseer. Guardian Weapon Team for the other one, while his opponent has gone for a Guardian Weapon Team, and that's the only thing fancy there.
The enemy is claiming a victory.
Guardian Weapon Team gains good suppression in this region, does take up the shield generator as well. 2 Guardian Squads falls back, Howling Banshees dumping around. To see if damage there. This Guardian Squad trying to advance forward, trying to get plasma grenade, and the Guardian Weapon Team does fall back. Guardian Squad advance forward, does shot in the face of the Farseer. Rangers does get some good damage here, knocking back the Howling Banshees. Does get some great damage there. And the Howling Banshee squad does fall back. Guardians get some good damage on the
Our
Rangers.
allied soldiers die where they stand.
And this Howling Banshee squad may get wiped out on 27, 15, 12, 9, 6, 5, 4, as little as 4 health remaining. And the Banshee just couldn't get a second swipe onto them. Plasma grenade thrown, does avoid it, very nice. And this Howling Banshee squad does fall back as well. This Guardian squad against some good damage there onto the power node. Ranger squad advances forward, trying to get some damage over here. And this Guardian squad, or Guardian Weapon Team, does fall back from the Howling Banshees. Warlock does get a nice little knockback there. Could see a defensive plasma grenade there, we do not. Power generator does go down.
Shape the Wraithbone into the Cedar's armor.
Wraithbone? Let's see. Do now have the Armor of Fortune being deployed out by one of the players. Guardian Squad is behind some heavy cover there. Rangers advancing on forward as well. However, Howling Banshees will hit them in melee. Ranger Squad needs to fall back sooner or later. Power getting wiped out. Does get wiped out there. Howling Banshees may go down as well. Down to as low as 20 health at the moment. Plasma grenade thrown. Does get one of the models there. Farseer does get the wipe there with the Rangers, and the Rangers now falling back. Guardian Squad could get hit. Then we've got a mass camouflage coming forward. Ambushes this Guardian Squad. Guardian Squad does fall back there. This Guardian Squad is trying to sprint away. Howling Banshees engaging the Howling Banshees. The shining each other's faces there. We've got a bit of health regen going on. And now got the Warlock who's activated the Channeling Ruins, which allow the Warlock to restore allied infantry health by 20 every second, increase the energy regeneration by 200% for 10 seconds. That was the health regen ability we just saw there. So the Warlock has gone a little bit medical, which could give the Howling Banshees prolonged combat capability, alternative to the Armor of Fortune, and it is a rune slot rather than a armor slot.
Our
Pros and
guardians have given
cons.
their lives for our cause.
Warspider has been pulled on the field, engaging. Farseer will likely go down relatively shortly. She's down to 12 health, as well as 11. The armor fortress providing a lot of defense there, but she still gets gunned down. Teleports engage that Farseer there, but was unsuccessful at finishing off with the teleport because she's already down. Farseer falling back at these forces here. Howling Force or Warp Spiders could get some good damage here. Does fall back. These will not be any prone to being wiped out. May drop a couple models, however. Farseer advances forward, trying to res the Farseer, but does get forced back there. Teleports over here. And Guardian Squad does fall back there. Guardian's weapon team does fall back as well. Got a bit of heal there. That's the Warlock channel healing. Very, very nice. You've got tier 2 for the Farseer, and tier 2 for the Farseer, and tier 2 for the Warlock. And already tier 2 for the Warp Spider Exarch, who deployed out Warp Spiders. I think he used red points for his Warp Spiders. That's how quickly they came out. Losses on for a lot of people. One Ranger remains. The Warp Spider did lose his Howling Banshees. Guardian team did go down for the Warlock. And I don't think this Farseer lost anything. Nothing I can remember. Warp Spider's now engaging at range. I've been upgraded the aspect of Warp Spider. Got a nice little cast there. Guardian Squad escaped out of the webway. And does escape in the webway there as well. Takes out that webway gate.
Valuable strategic point lies ahead.
Guardians have come afield.
The Eldar host now uses greater weapons.
Warp Exarch does get suppressed there. We do have multiple plasma grenades on the onto the Howling Banshees, but mostly annihilated the Warp Spider. Trying to go for these power generators now. We do have, of course, a lot of damage coming out onto them. Do now have some fire dragons now deployed on the field. We do got some Warp Spiders deployed by one of the Farseers, and we do also got a Wraith Lord deployed out by the Warlock. Wraith Lord is facing forward. A short-range cannon would be quite good at this moment. I heard Bright Lance Cannon. That's for the Guardian Weapon team. But it's there onto the Howling Banshees. Howling Banshees will not get his power generator at the moment. Now Howling Banshees are receiving more slices there by the Wraith Lord. Power generator does go down. Bright Lance sitting on up. The Bright Lance doesn't have any snare effect, but does have just good rate of fire. As well as good accuracy, consistent damage. Howling Banshees do fall back there. The Wraith Lord is not being saved at the moment. Bright Lance ranges this. The Wraith Lord is seeing quite a bit of damage there. Starting with some repairs. No, the Bright Lance is not firing. Body block, Lance Division blocked by a webway gate. Does receive a haywire grenade from the Howling Banshees. Not Howling Banshees, Warp Spiders. Big mistake over there. Did a great job of blocking the vision there, but didn't continue running. We should have just continued running. Howling Banshee squad needs to fall back there. Fire Dragons advancing forward, get some damage there. Here grenades being thrown. I think the Howling Banshees got wiped out. Warlock falling back, so is the Guardian Squad, so is the Guardian Squad there. Warp Spiders teleport forward and gets knocked back there by the Rangers. Plasma grenade onto them as well, get a good hit. Does get some hits on the Fire Dragons. We got these Guardian Squads advancing on forward. Or backwards, one of the two. Howling Banshees receive a bit of fire there. We've got Webway Gate here. Farseer receiving a bit of fire there. Has a Spirit Stone. She does go down. Howling Banshees charging on forward. We're seeing quite a bit of damage there. Got some shouts right there. And Warp Spiders do fall back. Guardian Squads need to fall back really soon as well. They're using their swift feet in order to escape on away from the Howling Banshees, but they're still getting overran. Both of them are now withdrawing now. We got the Farseer next to the Farseer. I think the Farseer revived the Farseer. Guardians advancing forward, getting some good damage on the Guardian Squad. We got some Warlock leaders there onto these Guardian squads. These Guardian squads still engaging. They're bringing up the Warlock leaders now. Well, thank you for the follow, D sharp 3, as opposed to B flat 2. Guardian squads getting some good damage there onto the Howling Banshees. And now we've got the Warlock falling back. We're seeing quite a bit of damage there. The fresh Wraith Lord upon field with a Shuriken Cannon, Plasma Grenade thrown. Gets good damage there. Maybe want to finish up the Farseer there. Going great for the Bright Light's probably a good idea. Haywire Grenade connects right before he connects with a melee attack. And now he's going to be engaging the Bright Lights in melee, saving it just barely. The Wraith Lord could throw some Plasma Grenades on the Wraith Lord. The Wraith Lord is actually quite damaged and getting stuck up by these units, but right now it's just full of trolling. And the Howling Banshees hit Arch Sharp leader, getting some great damage there. He's got the Plasma Grenades on the Wraith Lord. The Wraith Lord's down to 89 health, focusing down with a lot of small arms fire. Haywire Grenade can also pose damage if that's off cooldown, but maybe low on energy. Guardian squads advancing forward, trying to get some good damage there, trying to save this Wraith Lord. Does get some good emergency repairs. Haywire Grenade does connect, but it's down to 54 health, and does withdraw these units entirely side the webway. I still say it's a big mistake of him not going for those plasma grenades onto him. We got two fire dragons here, and the Howling Banshees push way forward. You also have a Seer Council upon the field. Apparently this player, the Warlord player Exarch, does get up to tier 3, so Seer Council now here to engage everything. You have another webway gate there. We have a lot of webway gates on the field, isn't there? Good knockback there on the Seer Council. Farseer seeing a bit of fire there. This force is quite congested. And now the Seer Council is seeing quite a bit of damage. Does fall back. Plasma Grenade thrown. May hit the Seer Council a little bit. Pair of Plasma Grenades on the tree path. Does not get any models there. And he needs to start hit that webway gate there. Get rid of it. His webway gate's still right there. Or maybe that's his teammate. I can't really tell at this point in time. There's going to be too many webway gates. Guardian Squad receiving a bit of fire there. Guardian Squad does fall back. And let's take a quick look recap of who has what on the field, because so far there's a lot of Eldar units, and it can be a bit confusing who has what. Farseer number 1 has a Guardian Squad, Howling Banshees, Guardian Squad, Guardian Weapon Team, who's been upgraded with Bright Lance, and of course the War Spider Exarch. The other Farseer does have a Guardian Squad, Howling Banshees, and 2 Fire Dragons, neither of them upgraded with Dragon Scale armor. The Warlock does have 2 Guardian Squad and the Wraith Lord going for tier 3. And War Spider Exarch has 2 Guardian Squads, War Spider Squad, and a Seer Council, and is at tier 3. So Red Team will have a tech advantage. But in my opinion, the Eldar tier 3 is a little bit lackluster. The Wraith Lord could be upgraded with Wraith Bone, since he's upgraded tier 3. Bright Lance setting it up, trying to engage that Wraith Lord. He does have the Shuriken. Does get a Haywire Grenade there. Needs to start engaging that Guardian Weapon Team. And looks like the Farseer does fall back. We'll see a bit of damage there, but should escape out of there. I'm gonna open up my other drink nearby. You may hear it. And power generators are starting to go on down. Blue does need that power. They need to go to the next tier, potentially. But this force now moving around the flank. Got a Wraith Lord being put up by one of the Farseers. Going for a Bright Lance Wraith Lord. Probably won't hurt. Though she does have a good number of Fire Dragons here. Getting some great damage there on the Wraith Lord, who's not been upgraded Wraith Bone to Wraith Bone their opponent. Gets good damage there, getting some good repairs onto the Wraith Lord, but he is getting severely wounded. Plasma Grenade thrown, Wraith Lord does go down. Plasma Grenade annihilates the Fire Dragon. Does fall back, could be focused down. These forces are falling back. I don't see anything on retreat. Red will lose a Guardian squad, I think that was. Both the red players now have Seer Council in the field. That's a heavy melee infantry unit, of which their bullets don't have anything sizable counter to it, because Howling Banshees are just don't hold a candle before Seer Councils at the moment. Though the Howling Banshees do have the same grace of being bedded up, level 3, especially this one. Seer Council here is getting hit significantly and getting knocked around a little bit too much, just lacking a bit of support. Does have a Warp Spider X or Warp Spider squad there, but the Warp Spider does teleport away to be engaged by a teleporting Warp Spider. There's also the Warp Spider X Arc here to support the Warp Spiders, who do have Warp Spider X Arc leaders. And the Farseer is not going to be hacking apart the Warp Spider X Arc. The Warp Spider doesn't have any upgrades at the moment, still just this Channeling Ruins research. They do have some Dark Reaper support on the field, very nice. That should be good unit to support out the Seer Council, a nice ranged, high damage ranged unit to combo with the close range Seer Council. Farseer number 1 does still have the Armor Fortune. Farseer number 2 has the Ruined Armor, granting the Psychic Storm ability, and still has the Spirit Stone. Down south, we got the Wraith Lord hacking apart this Webway Gate. Can't press on units, bugged. Let's see, that is the Warp Spider X Arc. Red does have a slight DP advantage, but it's going to rapidly change the double capture against them. Red's his red teammate wants them to focus on power generators. Guardian squad engaging the Guardian squad. Plasma grenade was thrown by the Guardian squad. The Guardian squad does avoid the plasma grenade from the Guardian squad, and a bit of a cast there by the Warlock. Over here, we do now have the plasma grenade thrown, knocking back the Seer Council. And maybe his own plasma grenade. I'm not sure. No, he has plenty of energy. It wasn't his. Does escape on the webway. May want to hack apart the webway. Having trouble spotting it. There it goes. Gets spotted now. Right?
The enemy has 200 points remaining.
Yeah, he's having trouble clicking on it, isn't he?
The forces of gravity will bow to our Farseer's blade.
He's having a bit of trouble. It's a bit of a shame when one person's experiencing bugs like
Our
that.
mission above all. An ally has secured a power node.
Hopefully he's able to at least A move around. Not exactly great, but sometimes that's what you have to do.
The Temple Exarch leads us, Banshees.
2 webway gates here. We've got 2 fire dragons as well. We've got the Seer Council, Guardian Squad, just everything. There's the Psychic Storm being cast right there. He does largely avoid it. Wraith Lord has been spotted. No upgrades on the Wraith Lord. May see a Haywire Grenade. Warp Spiders do teleport forward, hitting the Guardian Squad there. Howling Banshees. Oh, there's a stasis ability of some sort. Back on the Warlock. Oh, no, it's a Phase Armor. Phase Shift ability, which basically puts units out in timeout for conflict, allowing to pick off the other units instead. So the Warp Spider does go down. If I remember correctly as well, that armor does that base ability does not save him from being attacked. Lose force being forced back when the fire dragons do go down that conflict. Plasma grenade thrown. Does see a bit of damage there. Now got the Warp Spider X Arc trying to hit the Seer Council. Wraith Lord against a bit of damage there. Nothing here to really engage the Wraith Lord. No anti-vehicle weapons. Do have another Wraith Lord being put on the field, and an Avatar War Knob being put on the field. That should hit a Wraith Lord pretty hard.
Our Farseer has gained a level. We are losing.
Warp Spider or the Dark Reaper has upgraded the Aspect of the Reaper and confirmed increases squad's target range damage by 25%, if I can say words. I have trouble saying words sometimes. We have the Warlock now reviving the Warp Spider X Arc. He may want to go for Haywire Grenades to help hit these Wraith Lords. We got tier 3 being researched by one of the Farseers. The Farseer is currently down right there. Wraith Lord gains some damage there. Seer Council is going to try to engage Wraith Lord. It's not a great engagement though. But now we do have the Avatar War being has been deployed on the field. The Bloody Hand Cane. We do now have the Seer Council engaging the Warlock. Guardian Squad is quite damaged as well. Warp Spiders teleport forward. Seer Council push way forward. Do get a Haywire Grenade there from the Warp Spiders. Or from somewhere. They have full energy, so I'm not sure what actually got the Haywire Grenade. Seer Council engaging. Now here comes the Avatar War. Gets a cast there, knocking back the Seer Council. Does not wipe out the Seer Council. Now the Avatar War is going to show him what a real sword is, the Wraith Lord. We got a Fire Dragon here that can hit the Avatar War a little bit more successfully. Wraith Lord just trying to avoid the Avatar War. Got the War Spider gets consistent damage here. This War Spider squad needs to fall back. Make it no power to get. Does teleport away in time. Talon Page is trying to overrun the Guardian squad there. Seer Council engaging the Wraith Lord. The Avatar War needs to start moving over here. Channeling Runes have been advanced to Seer Council. That's a pretty powerful combo. He does get a Haywire Grenade there, and now we got the Wraith Lords does go down to the Seer Council. Not a counter, but at least they can hit them hard enough. And here comes a big cone. Does get one of the models there. And does not kill off that model. We got Webways, one deployed by red, one deploys out by blue. And now got the Wraith Lord there, right next to the Avatar. Focus on the Bright Lance, good idea. Bright Lance falling on back. And there's the big explosion ability there. Does escape from the Webway Gate there, very good. Apparently, the Webway Gate did not take any damage from that. Now it's going to be destroying the Webway Gate there. Seer Council trying to capture this point. Red's down to minimal VPs, but there is a capture in his favor. Soon to be a double, then triple capture. That is a red Webway. Down here, we have an Archtarch, Archtarch right there. And I think blue team just surrendered there. This is Anagrid saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Before I start the next replay, I do need to use the restroom. There's maybe a long loaded screen, however. One moment, please. Sorry about that. Yep. That will prevent the bug, sound bug, and let's go to here again. I hit load, right? Yes, I did. Sometimes I second guess myself too much. Greetings everyone, Anagrid here with another Dawn of War 2 Elite Mod replay. Spawn on the bottom left side as the blue Farseer, we have Mostaffa. I really should slow down and take a look at that person's name. Spawn as the Kamado Nob, we have Up High Dao 3. And not a big fan of Dao 3. Spawn on the right side as the Brother Captain, we have YZ. And spawn as the Warlock, we have Vagrant Table. Vagrant Table? Vagrant Table? I even question myself even pronouncing the regular words. But either way, let's go ahead and take a look at every player's composition before as the first conflict is starting. Kamado Nob's going for standard 2 shooters. Farseer's just going for Howling Banshees for the moment, probably going for Rangers. Got Strike Squad and Inquisitor Stormtroopers, pretty common, and Howling Banshees and the Guardian Squad. So, pretty old standard, both in team games and 1v1s. We got the sneakiest commando knob move around. I mean, a guy that big, and he's able to sneak around. Impressive. Do now the Farseer and the Warlock now trying to hack each apart. Good special attack there by the Farseer. Guardian Squad against good damage on the Warlock, who's trying to engage them. Got some shooters up here. That Warlock's going to receive a lot of damage on approach. Do now the Strike Squad moving down south. And a good cast there as well. Getting some good airway damage. Brother Captain pursuing these shooters. And over the shooters trying to give a ram. I'm not sure where the sluggers are at. Oh, they're just one running away. Now they're all running away. We do now have the commando knob falling back. I see a bit of fire there. Shooters advancing forward, trying to get some good damage on the Inquisitorial Stormtroopers. Brother Captain now seeing a bit of fire there. Sluggers seeing a bit of damage, trying to shoot down the Brother Captain. Strike Squad trying to deactivate the point, but it is activated. Sluggers trying to pursue the Inquisitorial Stormtroopers. Strike Squad trying to pursue the Sluggers. Over here, we do now have the Guardian Squads getting some damage there onto the Farseer. The Ranger Squad has been pulled in view. No Pathfinder gear just yet. Guardian Squad are getting overrun by the Howling Banshees. Howling Banshees trying to stop the Howling Banshees. And the Howling Banshees are running away from the Howling Banshees and full withdrawals. Got the Guardian Squad now engaging the Farseer, a different one. And we also got a Ranger Squad up here. So we've got double Ranger here, one Ranger over here, and a cast from the Warlock there. No Pathfinder. Oh, we do got Pathfinder gear just start up on this one. Up here, we have these shooters engaging these forces. We've got the Storm Boys jumping on board, storming their way forward. And they will force back the Inquisitorial Stormtroopers. Down south, we do now have some Power Journers being harassed by the Guardian Squad. And we do now the Rangers getting some snipe shots there. 2 sets of Pathfinder gear versus just the one. They do spot each other. Finds a good volley on each other. More damage there. Does fall back. Does drop one of the models there.
Special ammo. Bigger is better. All boy ready for duty, boss.
Blue's eyeing for a bit of counterattack for Warlock there. A little bit wounded. And Shooter's now heading towards center map trying to capture this VP. Rangers gain some damage there on the Warlock. Does fall back there.
Generator right, sparking now, boss. An ally got a requisition point, boss.
Got a job for us.
Got Burnas, Shooters, Storm Boys here. Quite a bit of everything. You now got the Purgaton squad now. Purgaton squad. Purgaton? I never really know. Purgaton, I'm just gonna call it that. A squad advance forward, trying to burn down the power node now, trying to deactivate it. No additional power generators here. We got these forces pushing forward. The Storm Boys need to jump on top of the Purgaton squad. We got some big shooters here. He could suppress fire there. Molotov throws a stun grenade there, does roll a miss. And now the power generator will go down. He's not lying to push forward just yet. Need some damage on the Purgaton squad. Stormboy jumps on forward. Of course, without the knob leader, don't get any knockback or suppression. Just jumpy. And now the Purgaton squad does fall back there. Shooters and sluggers are really trying to pursue it. They may want to turn around and hit that strike squad. Brother Captain has upgraded the Nemesis Force sword. Stormboys jump on in, try to hit the Inquisitorial Stormtroopers. Burner squad may go down to 16 health. It does get wiped out there, though the Strike Squad himself may go down. And Strike Squad goes down. Stormboys falling back. Brother Captain received quite a bit of damage there. No upgrade on the Commando knob just yet, but we do got, of course, the big shooters here. Brother Captain does fall back. They will hit that Inquisitorial Stormtrooper over here. Warlock pursuing the Farseers down to 28.6 health. May see the kinetic pulse there on the Warlock. Or hitting the Rangers there, who's not camouflaged at the moment. Fresh power generator right there.
All boy ready for duty, boss.
The Orcs did lose that Slugger squad, so it does not have any additional repairs, so you may want to avoid pulling out any War Trucks or Death Dreads in Age 2. Not Age 2. Tier 2. Man, I said Age 2. I'm casting a little bit too much Age of Empires, eh? Shooters backing off, going for Stormtroopers advancing forward, Purgaton squad advancing forward. Stormboys don't have the Noblio just yet. Got tier 2 being researched by the Warlock. Does jump on in, gets some good damage there. Purgaton squad does use the Immolate field ability there, get a nice little incendiary field. Does see a bit of fire there. Grenade thrown by the Crystal Stormtroopers, the Sergeant. Shooters backing off, got a strike squad and the further captain advance forward. I hear Howling Banshees shouting in the faces of the Farseer. And in front of the Warlock, Guardian squad throws a plasma grenade down the Howling Banshees here. Does get a good hit there. These forces are all falling back. Up here, just capturing some squads. A lot of dead Orcs there.
The boys need themselves a knock, they do.
That's the best you can do. They coming at us.
Got the Storm or Shooters now engaged on the high ground. Gets a bit damage there for this big line of sight block here. Strike squad and Brother Captain now trying to rip apart these generators. Shooters could just start hitting these exposed units. Stormboys could jump on in, but that's why not a good engagement there. He did rebuild the Strike squad as well. He upgraded the Toma Titans. Jumps on in. And does hit the power generator there, who's actually built by the Farseer. Farseer does get knocked back by the Warlock there. Very nice. Guardian squad. Rangers fires a volley there on the Howling Banshees. So going to upgrade the aspect of strength. Drop the model there by these ranged forces there. Got two Rangers still firing away. Does force back the Ranger squad. Still got two Guardian squad here. Hitting those Howling Banshees quite significantly. And looks like they've been upgraded of aspect of fleetness. You see by those little bunny hops. Farseer advancing forward, trying to engage these forces. Guardian squad does get behind that cover. Rangers advancing forward. Maybe I'll get some good volleys onto them. Or onto this one here. Hitting, of course, the battle with the Ninja Shield. Farseer does fall back there.
Locked and loaded, boss.
Some allied boys got a power node. Boss, an ally got a requisition point, boss.
Strike squad, Purgaton squad capture that requisition point over here. Guardian squad does get forced back, and now there's a Wraith Lord upon field. We also got a Razorback here, upgrading the heavy pulse turret. Wraith Lord's being upgraded with Shuriken Cannon. We do have a Wraith Lord being built out by the Farseer. Spawn that Wraith Lord, she may go for the Bright Lance upgrade. And you got some tank busters being put on the field. Very nice. Commando now does fall back there. Trying to hack parts of these power generators. No, okay, we do have a Doombringer, which grants the Doom ability, which is basically a marked target. Still also got Spirit Stones here as well, gaining some health and energy regen, or energy restoration ability. Warlock has no upgrades. Brother Captain still has Nemesis Force Sword. Tank Busters pushing way forward, getting some damage there onto the Razorback. Nothing too significant at the moment. Strike squad charging forward, trying to engage the Tank Busters. Does drop two models, so it's down half its DPS. Purgaton squad gets good damage on these power generators, starting to go on down, and the Strike squad does get forced back there. Smoke round was thrown out by the Rhino. No upgrades onto the Commando Knob just yet to help engage the Razorback or the Rhino. Power generator does go down, force back the Purgaton squad as well. Over here we do have the Warlock now being upgraded with the Cloak of Shadows. I believe it's a camouflage and allied unit. Or was it a group camouflage, one of the two. We do have a Bright Lance upgrade there on the Wraith Lord. Rangers getting some sporadic fire. Does pull out some Corpse Spiders here. Great play on the Rhino, but it actually has plenty of health at the moment. Another good volley there.
Requisition point, boss.
Rangers gain some various damage there. He's forced on advance forward, trying to get some good damage there. Howling Banshees are falling back. We'll see a bit damage on the retreat, and will get wiped out. Does get some good damage there on the power generator. Shooter squads do fall back, so does the tank busters. Does not take up the power generators there. I'm not sure how many of those there in the first place, but one's getting rebuilt. And looks like Commando Knob has fallen. Not too far from. It's an easy place to re-res. We've got tier 3 being researched both by the Brother Captain and by the Commando Knob. So we may see some heavy assets. People say you shouldn't rush out knobs. So maybe we'll see out the Voodoo Tank and Voldemort Razorback in return. Maybe Paladins. Power Generator now we're seeing a bit of fire there. Wraith Lord sneaking his way forward. We'll get the Bright Lance firing. Stoneboys do jump on in. Doesn't have the knob leader just yet. He's great damage there, as will Doom. Wraith Lord in pursuit of that Razorback. Gets a good rear armor hit there. Bright Lance fires a good hit there, and the next Bright Lance will take out that Razorback, or Rhino there. They keep on trying to call a Razorback. Now we've got a model squad being put on the field. Very nice. Again, YZ. I think he's... That's the Brother Captain. Not sure what he's... I mean, there's no way he could stop him. What they're saying is he didn't like the 2v1, and he went through over here, so there's no way his opponent could stop it or detect it. Additionally, he came in camouflage as well. Does get a bit of damage on the Farseer. The Farseer has also been upgraded the Ruined Armor, grants the Psychic Storm ability. Guardian Squad up here. Does get the Cloak, or not Cloak of Shadows. That's not, oh, that is the Warlock, who's actually currently down. Never mind. Pushes his way forward, trying to get some good damage onto these forces. Bit of rockets here hitting the Wraith Lord with the Tank Busters. Wraith Lord pursuing the Wraith Lord. There's Doom on the Wraith Lord there. We do have some Fire Dragons here. A lot of Orcs here. You may want to. This force is trying to advance him forward. Get some good damage there. Banshee's engaged with the Storm Boys, who has a knob leader now. Rangers are firing away. Rangers do fall back now. Wraith Lord here, however, getting some good damage there. And seeing some good damage. Orcs are pretty much tighten up right there. Does get a Mantle of Terror, I think that was. Mantle of Terror against the Battle Rise ability. Keeps help regenerate these forces. Does fall back there. The Orcs are so far still in this area, being pursued by these Wraith Lord. Do now have the Grey Knight Terminators on the field. This Purgaton squad upgrade the conversion beamer has been set on up, trying to deal with the Wraith Lord. And this Wraith Lord's almost down. Does go down. Marked by Doom, and receiving quite a bit of damage there. Stormboys do jump away. Howling Base is charging forward, receiving quite a bit of damage, does fall back. Brother Captain still alive. This Wraith Lord does go down, I think, to the conversion beamer. Brother Captain is seeing a bit more damage there. It does fall back. It does go down there. That could nope both the Warlock and the Brother Captain down. The Warlock could revive himself, and he'll be on the side of the map to get him recovered. Plus, it is a bit cheaper for him since he's been on the ground longer.
Rekindle our ancient glory.
Another player is currently floating. Those stormtroopers advancing forward with the Strike Squad in the rear. Guardian Squad's advancing forward. Howling Banshee trying to hack apart this Ranger Squad. Let's get some good damage there. And that Ranger Squad does fall back. Incendiary Grenade looks like thrown by the Commando Knobs. Blue has a lot of VPs right now. Red doesn't has a small amount, nothing threatening, but still very far behind. You know, the second storm being cast there.
I'm right behind you.
Smash 'em good.
Ranger squads advancing forward. Warlock has an upgraded Witchblade Kronos, which grants melee damage, grants the Ethereal Slash ability. Ah, that's when he just attacks the explosion around him, the 4-line explosion. Let's take out the power generator there. Marks Doom on the Warp Spiders. Warp Spiders need to fall back, they're already pretty wounded. And there's the Spirit Stone ability there, giving them extra health and energy. Up here, these forces are starting to be pursued by the Grey Knight Terminators who've been upgraded to side cannons. Armed with the powerful side cannon PvP DPS weapon type. Strike Squad moving around. You have the Seer Council engaging the Howling Banshees, forcing them back. And the Warlock's now going to zone tier 3. Brother Captain's up. Warlock's falling back, so he's also up. You now got the Grey Knight Terminators advancing forward. And we've got this Orc units advancing forward. No, oh, looks like the Nob can deploy in some rocks.
Getting a power thingy up, boss.
The other two red players are pretty close to getting out their nukes, while the Farseer does not have much red points. These forces are starting to see a bit of sporadic fire from the Rangers, starting advancing forward. That's running on in. Let's use the battle shield there. Something being pulled out right there, I'm not so sure what. Terminators, so we've got Grey Knight Terminators to put out the Paladins, or vice versa. Rocks are raining on in, get some good damage to the front line, knocking around some of his own force there. The rocks are raining a bit far south. Got these forces advancing up here. I think the loose front line is starting to disintegrate. Commando Squad needs to pull back. Already get wiped out by the Strike Squad there. These forces are falling back there. I think those Commando Squad did get wiped out. Yes, it did. Now got the Battle Right ability there. It gives these Terminators much needed health regen. We got a lot of heavy infantry for the Brother Captain. Warlock has a lot of light infantry, and now we do have the Fire Prism being pulled on the field, and a Nob Squad. Nob Squad have a bit of trouble. There's a lot of forces here to knock them around. Commando Nob still not upgraded with anything just yet. He may want to eye for some upgrades. Commando Nob needs to fall back as well. Farseer advance forward does doom the Strike Squad. Guardian Squad advance forward. Got the Seer Council engaging at range. Big Busters put the Mortar Barrage in this region just to get some sporadic damage. Warlock advancing forward as well. A lot of shooters. Stormboy still alive. Overall, the Nob doesn't really have a whole lot of forces on the field. I think he's aiming up for Daisy. Cancel the Nobs as well.
These boys says we can't.
Fire Prism now pulled on the field. This will give them some good long-range artillery capability. There is a conversion beamer still on the field. And there's Daisy.
He's got 300 points left. It's ready. Did I do good?
Blade's ready.
Now it's on advancing forward. Fire Prism firing some barrages. Stun grenade has been thrown. Let's get a bit hit there onto the Rangers. Farseer right now just trying to gauge at range. Farseer, the Rangers does provide some good spotting, as well as the Fire Prism can use that spotting for long range hits. He does have a Seer Council. At this point in time, he may want to go out some more Seer Council Fire Prisms, more front line and more long range artillery. And now the Guardian Squad engaging will get overrun by the Howling Banshees. Gets hit there, knocking back the Howling Banshees there. Seer Council and the Farseer facing forward. Do now also have the Gravity Blade there, lifting up these Fire Dragons right there. Another lift grenade there of some sort. I'm not sure what it was. Let's fall back there. That may have been from the Paladins. Orcs are advancing forward, trying to capture the center VP. The VPs are quite similar right now, 269 to 208. Brother Captain falling back. We got the Fire Dragons upgrade the Flamethrower and the Exarch Leader. Now on to capture the central VP. More artillery raining on in, and there's Daisy in a Daisy color. Storm Boys do force back those Fire Dragons. He has to be careful of the Paladins, but he can go ahead and be aggressive towards the Grey Knight Terminators. The Side Cannon still pose a threat to him. Fire Dragon or Fire Person does fire armor piercing shot there. He's eyeing for the pinpoint shot, not the AoE shots. Daisy pushing around, gives him various damage. Rangers pushes his way forward, trying to find another conflict. Avatar, looks like the Warlock's going for Avatar of War. He's asking his teammate to go for... The Farseer is asking his teammate to go for Ninja Caps with the Commando Knob. Because after all, he's as sneaky as Skit there is. Rangers gain some good sporadic damage. Of course, the Brother Cap does have access to the Mantle Terra. Nice warp throw right there. Commando Knob decapitating the point there. Does overrun the Convergent Beamer there. Does unload. Does back on off as well. You may want to set up on the high ground there. Get some good damage there. Force them all back. He does decapture this point there, which will buy him VPs. There's the power shot there. I'm not sure what called for the battle wagon. And Commando Knob will maintain decapture the point. Got the Paladins now trying to engage Daisy in melee. She has a steamroller. Maybe she can engage in melee. Rangers engage on in. Seer Council pushing way forward. Daisy does escape out of there with plenty of health remaining. He doesn't have a. He still does not have a Slugger Squad for repairs. He's going to ask his. He might need to ask his teammate to get repairs with a Guardian Squad onto the Orc battle wagon. Now we've got the Avatar War deployed out on field as well. And we've got the Commando Knob does fall back. This final volley there. Avatar War trying to take out the point. Or engage. Storm Boys jump on in. Does get some stuns there. Orko does knock away the knobs. Does suicide. Nope, that was just a delayed jump there. Tank was getting some hits there on the Avatar War. Storm Boys need to make powerful impacts now. We see a bit of fire there. Got the big explosion ability there. Or not so big explosion ability. Great hits there onto the Avatar War, the Fire Prison. Rangers gauging on in. Tank Boss is firing some more rounds as well. Red has captured his favor right now. Blue has more VPs of them though. There's the lift field. Warlock has been used a Providence ability right there, making him completely invulnerable. Does fall back, however. Strike Squad does fall back there. I think that's the battle wagon. Oh, he may just nuked his teammates Farseer, not the Seer Council. Does get out the Webway Gate there. Does spot the Webway Gate. Well, Seer Council trying to gauge the Warp Spider now. Does get a bit of damage there onto his forces. After our war, trying to engage in melee as well. Gets some good hits. Shooters now engaging as well. And the Ranger Squad is powered to go down. Does go down. Do you have a fire person not being... Oh, no, that's a D-cannon being put out by the Warlock. Very nice. This should be very effective for some tightly clumped up orcs. Looks like the Brother Captain's asking for one last final engagement. Commando Knob now being upgraded with better combat kit. Is that an armor slot? I honestly don't know what type of upgrade that is. Yep, it is armor slot. Increases health and health regen by a significant amount. Not bad. Now going for the rocket launcher, which also gives him a snipe ability. Asking for one last all-in. The battle wagon is not being repaired by the Guardian Squad. That's been an oversight in my opinion. They're up here doing nothing. You got 2 fire prisons bombarding the opponents, gain some damage across everything. And now we'll have one big sprint pushing way forward with a bit of camouflage as well. Starting forward, we've got the Seer Council and the Farseer advancing forward as well. A second storm could do some great suppression. Fire prison's just trying to run away. One of them does get snared. Brother Captain engaging in melee. This one also upgraded with the Bulwark, grants terror ability. One of the fire prisons have gone down. Fire Dragons does use a big explosion ability there. That's not going to be all that great though. Knocks back the Farseer. And looks like the Orc went for a triple capture, which could be actually a good idea. Any nukes? No nukes are available. More decans not being put on the field. Blue may just want to hold back a little bit. They have triple capture in favor. They're getting a lot of VPs count down. Focus on this point here. The Orc can perhaps just avoid additional conflict. And does receive quite a bit of damage right there. May get wiped out. That does get wiped out. Does not decapture the point there. Still decapture against red. A double decapture. At this point, it's now being captured on up. Stormboy is trying to hit the D-cannon there. D-cannon is trying to fall back. We also got the D-cannon here. It may need to fall back. Stormboy jumps on in. Trying to engage the fire dragons there. Does lose the Nob leader. At that point, does get decaptured there. At that point, this get captured. So now this is neutral capture. No points are counting down, or yep, not counting down for other player. Stormboy's getting wiped. And the Kamado Nob does fall back there. Seer Council pushes me forward. Force it back the Purgaton squad. The AC still has plenty of health. Fire Prism still firing away. Blue has took a bit of beating. And there's a big cone there. Does use the lift field there in order to prevent her from being knocked back there. Very, very nice. And this, she's still capturing right there. Got a casting there. Got a double capture in favor of Blue up here. Being recaptured by the Brother Captain. Seer Council receiving quite a bit of damage there. AC gets a good hit there. Spirit Stone's activated there, gaining the Seer Council more health. Fire Prison push way forward. Rangers need to be able to move forward, just need to continue firing. Got a cast there. Now the point is neutral at the moment. Knobs see a bit of fire there. Knobs have gone down. Got some shooters here. Teleports forward the Grey Knight Terminators. Now going to be reloading the battle wagon and back on off out of the region. And now we do have an Avatar War being put up by the Farseer. Red, however, has lost a significant amount. Has a Fire Dragon, Avatar War, and D cannons. Does cancel whatever that was. Brother Captain's still quite healthy. We've got Commandos now put out by the Commando Nob. Asking his teammate just be sneaky with his Nob. They got plenty of VP. They have some VPs to play with. This can be deceptively a small amount of VPs. Warlock does get knocked back there. All that force still needing repairs. Purgaton squad gets a good hit there. The battle wagon just needs to fall back. He also needs to get out of those repairs, a set of sluggers to get for repairs. Decides to steamroll away. Not sure where the Commando Nob is at the moment. It's right there, has him spotted. And looks like the Strike Squad designed to just camp that point for the moment. Battle Wagon's charging forward. He's trying to assist the Commando Nob. Battle Wagon's probably the fastest of all those super units. Able to roll around the field quite with that ease. Easy just like that. D-Cannon does fall back there. Fire Prism here. So is the Avatar War. Avatar War is spotted by the Farseer as well. Making a frontal assault into this point there. D-Cannon getting overrun by the Seer Council. D-Cannon does go down there. Rangers Iron capture point there. We've also got the Model Knob here. Seer Council is fully withdrawing from the region. This point's starting to be captured, which will stall the game a little bit longer for Blue. I don't think it's going to get that fully captured. It does fall back in time. Paladin's hitting the Fire Prism significantly. Fire Prism's alive for now, but getting burned. It does go down. Battle Wagon still needing repairs. The Avatar War right there is stopping the point from being recaptured. And the point has been decaptured up here. Rangers do decapture the point there, falling back now, so single capture against red. There's some time for them to recapture on a point. Not here though. And it is being captured by a Warlock. Avatar War's on the falling back. There's too much a threat in the area. Battle Wagon still need repair. Paladin's charging up forward. Getting some damage there on the Daisy. Got another squad of knobs in the field who needs to get out sluggers. Starting to fall back now. Is that Orbital Strike? Orbital Strike raining on in. He's not really dodging it. Over here, we do got the Avatar Rewards camouflaging away. Starting to fall back there. These forces does lose Daisy. Knobs now engaging the Paladins. Paladins still have 500 health. That's still a lot of health to escape out with. Falls back there. Got double capture for red. Blue's trying to recapture the central point there, or southern point. Does get knocked back there. Gets fully reverted by the Warlock. This double capture is very, very threatening to Blue at the moment. Avatar still alive. The Commander Knob still has plenty of forces. Needs a lot of reinforcements healing. There's the Avatar War exploding. Knocking back the Knobs. This should be a triple capture in favor of red. If you capture that up, that's going to be guaranteed loss, I would say. Fire Prism firing away. Seer Council and Farseer advancing on forward. Does get that capture up, and there's not a lot of time to revert one of these points. You need them reverting immediately, and there's no way. They're starting to revert one. They need another point reverted now. Baltimore Razorback firing away. Avatar War and Fire Prism advancing forward. Needs to just go aggressive at this point immediately. Seer Council needs to immediately go over here. They do not have enough time to dilly-dally. Interrupt and decapture as well. Seer Council going towards this point, but I don't think there's enough time anymore. This point's not being captured enough, getting knocked back there. And there's... After war goes down, decapturing this point. And that's the end of the replay. It's Anagrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Oh, sorry, I just saw your own little comments, got so focused. Everyone, thank you for watching, on to next replay. Though, that's probably my last replay tonight. I need to get some rest early. I have to go to my grandmother's funeral tomorrow. So everyone, thank you for watching, have a good evening, and get some good rest. Enjoy.